More and more people die of cancer every day, but there are ways you can prevent cancer naturally without using toxic treatment. In this video, I'm going to tell you 9 things you can do to prevent cancer. If you have cancer or want to avoid it in the first place, then this video is for you. So let's begin. Stress is one of the major causes of diseases. Our emotional problems can be behind 90% of our illnesses. So when you are in real danger, the fight and flight response releases stress hormones in your body. So stress hormones can become toxic if prolonged. Most of us don't encounter severe situations all the time. We don't have to run away from predators on a daily basis. Therefore, stress shouldn't cause a problem. But the body, while intelligent, can't discern a real situation from an imagined one. Similar sensation will happen in the body if you get chased by a tiger or thinking about it. So in my previous video, I talked about the incredible discoveries from Dr. Hammer. So he found out that cancer manifests because of emotional trauma. Hammer found a connection between cancer and unresolved physiological or emotional conflicts. So every cancer disease originates with a painful, acute, dramatic and isolating shock. So cancer patients have emotional wounds from the isolation in childhood. So the most common hurts are rejection, abandonment, betrayal, humiliation and injustice. So many cancer patients are angry and bitter because of it. When we feel anger and resentment, we distort the energy field of the body and manifest disease. So when you think negative thoughts, it puts you under constant stress. So stress will tear the body apart and create health problems. So if you want to prevent cancer, it is crucial that you release this toxic energy from your body. So it is vital that you forgive the people that did you wrong. So watch the video I mentioned earlier to learn ways you can release your stress. Another way you can prevent cancer is to change your diet. Humans are plant eaters, not meat eaters, so animal products are detrimental to our health. The World Health Organization hired 22 experts from 10 countries to study the risks of meat. So these experts went through more than 800 epidemiological studies. They looked at studies that linked cancer to red and processed meat. They classified the consumption of processed meat as carcinogenic to humans, and they declared red meat as probably carcinogenic to humans. Each 50-gram portion of processed meat eaten daily increased the risk of colorectal cancer by 18%. Meat contains too much protein, fat and cholesterol for our bodies. Other dangers from animal flesh are HCAs, which develop when you cook meat. Meat contains IGF-1, which is a growth hormone that increases your risk of cancer. If you feed your body the right foods, it will make use of it and feel great. But if you give it wrong things like animal products, oils and processed food, it will start to fail. So meat is for carnivores like lions and cats. Their bodies need to digest meat. If you want to avoid cancer, you need to stop eating all animal products, including eggs and dairy. Also stay off processed food and junk food. I did a video on cancer-causing foods earlier. The best way you can decrease your cancer risk is to eat a whole food, high-carb, low-fat diet. Cancer can't survive in an alkaline state, so tumors only exist in a sick and acidic body. So one of the best ways you can turn your body more alkaline is to eat a healthy, plant-based diet and avoid meat. Another way to protect against cancer is to get enough vitamin D from the sun. So vitamin D is essential for our immune system and our health. So the sun has many health benefits. Boosts the immune system, reduces the risk of cancer, produces vitamin D and creates strong bones. Low vitamin D levels can cause fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, depression, and cancer. So the sun is the best source of vitamin D. UVB rays create vitamin D in your body. The UVB rays only enter the atmosphere when the sun is at a 45-degree angle from the horizon. So UVB rays usually enter the atmosphere between 10 AM and 4 PM. After that, the UVB rays stop reaching the atmosphere. The further away you live from the equator, the harder it will be to get enough vitamin D. So if you live too far away from the equator, you can't get vitamin D in the whole year. So in this case, you should either go on a vacation in a warm country or use a vitamin D supplement such as vegan vitamin D2 or D3. Healthy exposures to sunshine are good for your body and can protect you from cancer. So the goal is not to get tan, but instead get enough vitamin D from the UVB rays. So stay outside every day 20 to 30 minutes depending how intense the sun is. So don't use sunscreens as they contain toxic chemicals and hinder vitamin D generation. So listen to your body and don't be outside more than you can handle. So another way we can decrease our cancer risk is by getting enough sleep. So your body needs to rest to do its repair work. If you skip sleep, then the liver can't receive enough blood to function. That prohibits it from cleansing the blood. Melatonin is a substance found in animals, plants, and bacteria. In humans and animals, melatonin is decreased during darkness. Physiological functions such as sleep and blood pressure regulation depend on it. So low levels of melatonin in the blood increase the risk of cancer. Most adults need around 8 hours of sleep to function well. The body follows the rhythm of the sun, and during the night the bodily functions change. So you should go to sleep no later than 10 PM and wake up at 6 AM. Deep sleep happens between 10 PM and midnight. So this dreamless state is 3 times deeper than the sleep you get after midnight. That time the necessary purification and renewal happen. So tiredness triggers stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. So stress hormones hurt your body in the long run. Your organs do not get sufficient energy to function well if you suffer from sleep deprivation. Sleep between 10 PM and 6 AM and you can decrease your cancer risk. Water is essential in maintaining several bodily functions. Dehydration can lead to weakness, dizziness, headaches, poor digestion, and other problems. Drinking enough water is vital to keeping your body healthy. So water is part of many bodily fluids. So these fluids include digestion, saliva, transportation of nutrients, sweating, and more. So water is crucial in digesting food and maintaining our regular bowel movement. So drink 6 to 8 cups or more of water every day. Avoid drinking sodas, coffee, alcohol, or other toxic drinks. Many water supplies in America apply fluoride to the water. Fluoride is toxic to the body and can raise the cancer risk. Chlorine can also increase cancer risk. The best way to protect yourself from the toxins in your water supply is to buy a water filter. So Berkey is a good brand that I recommend. If your water contains fluoride, then you should also get an extra filter for your Berkey. Regular exercise is necessary for physical fitness and good health. It reduces the risk of heart disease, cancer, and other diseases. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommend that you exercise at least 30 to 45 minutes every day to reduce the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. So physical activity improves your body's ability to use oxygen and also helps blood flow. So try to exercise more, even if you only can manage 10 minutes every day. The goal is to move the body, but you shouldn't overdo it. So exercise until you reach 50% of your capacity. If you exercise too much, you can weaken your immune system. But if you do it in moderation, it is beneficial for you. So heavy metals like lead, cadmium, mercury and arsenic are toxic to our bodies. We get exposure to heavy metals from our industrial waste. So the waste can get into our groundwater, lakes, streams and rivers. The heavy metals can also find its way in the body by fish contaminated with mercury, tobacco smoke, batteries, vaccines, workplace air, foods containing cadmium, coal plants and cosmetics. So stop using toxic chemicals on your skin. Use shampoos, makeups and skin products made from natural ingredients. Clean your house with vinegar, baking soda or non-toxic enzyme cleaners. If you have pans made of aluminum or other toxic non-stick pans, then remove them from your kitchen. Use stainless steel pans without a poisonous coating. Amalgam tooth fillings are the biggest risk factor for heavy metal exposure. So they contain mercury, which is the most toxic natural element on Earth. If you have metal fillings, try to replace them with caution, 1 or 2 at a time. Wait 1 to 2 months between every replacement. Choose a biological dentist that protects you during the removal of amalgam. If there is not enough protection, then you can inhale amalgam dust. So if you eliminate these sources, you decrease your cancer risk. So one way to prevent cancer is to keep your vital organs clean. So the liver serves hundreds of different functions that are crucial for the body. It's your body's main detoxifier. One of the most critical functions of the liver is to create bile for digestion. So gallstones are a major threat to the functioning of the liver. They obstruct the liver and gallbladder and may lead to cancer. So cancer patients usually have huge amounts of gallstones in their organs. The liver and gallbladder cleanse is the best way to detoxify your liver. So it's a natural remedy that you can do from the comfort of your home. Colonic irrigation is another cleanse you can do. So keeping your colon clean is vital for your digestion. So while these methods work, the best way to detoxify your body is to eat a healthy diet. Chemo, radiation and mammograms can cause more cancer. Chemotherapy targets fast-growing cells by using toxic drugs. The drugs can't see the difference between healthy cells and cancer cells, so they damage healthy cells too. Chemo is toxic and carcinogenic. It destroys red blood cells, the immune system and vital organs. Tamoxifen is a drug that is often used to treat breast cancer. The World Health Organization declared it as a carcinogen. Radiation therapy is a known carcinogen. Like chemotherapy drugs, radiation therapy destroys cancer cells, but also harms healthy cells. So cancer radiation may cause solid tumors of the lung, stomach, bone, and leukemia. Mammography is an X-ray imaging method used to examine the breast for cancer, but despite that women receive mammograms, it doesn't reduce cancer death. So mammograms send out a strong dose of ionizing radiation through your tissues. So any dose of ionizing radiation is capable of contributing to cancer. If you want to prevent cancer, then you should question this treatment method. In this video, I talked about how to prevent cancer naturally. So stress is one of the major causes of diseases. Our emotional problems can be behind 90% of our illnesses. If you want to avoid cancer, you need to stop eating all animal products, processed food and junk food. Eat a whole food, high carb, low fat diet instead. Another way to protect against cancer is to get enough vitamin D from the sun. We can decrease our cancer risk by getting enough sleep. Water is essential in maintaining several bodily functions. Other ways to protect yourself from cancer is by exercising, avoiding heavy metals, and detoxifying your organs. And finally, avoid toxic treatments like chemo, radiation and mammograms. So after watching this video, I hope you now know that there are ways you can prevent cancer naturally without using toxic treatment. So download a cheat sheet of this presentation. The links are in the description. If you enjoyed this video, then press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Share this video on social media to your families and friends. Please visit our blog at cancerwisdom.net to learn non-toxic ways to treat cancer. Join our newsletter and get access to our free resource library. Download our free guides about diet, detox, emotional healing and more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.